I like these kind of videos. And if you don't, by the way, if you don't like these kind of videos, then guess what, pal? I got a little surprise for you right here, buddy. I'm gonna try to make this video long. It's gonna be one of those videos you can like clip your nails to, Thomas. What if there's a real fucking guy out there named Thomas who's like actually was just clipping his nails and he heard that? He's like, huh! He got so spooked he like stabbed himself in the fucking forehead with his nail clippers. That's kind of what you do at home. Like you just fart while you do other things. And sometimes I'll do one. That sounds British. I just did one. Sorry, I did one. Close the window. No. That'd be weird to say close the window. I want you to experience this. But I'll do one, and it'll be so loud and gross that I'll think, if somebody heard that and they were attracted to me, they would have to stop. And I heard a guy going, what's that guy doing? Is he jacking off in there? And I just want to take this moment to use this camera as what I wish I could have said to him. Hey, was that you? Listen, first of all, I don't jack off, I jerk off. I jerk off, and I think about jerks like you. Also, next topic, I want a chocolate cake. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you guys. I want a chocolate fucking cake. What I realized the other day is that when you live alone, and I do live alone now, get over it, get used to it, I'm successful. When you live alone, something like that is always going to be super sad. Like, I can't bring home a chocolate cake to the whole family and be like, hey guys, get some ice cream, dish out some ice cream, watch a film, let's eat our cake. Can't be like that. If I want a chocolate cake, I have to make the decision alone on my couch, walk to the store, get my little basket, the ultimate sad guy thing to do when you're like, I don't need a cart, just a little basket for my little tummy, but I fill like the whole thing with mac and cheese, walk to the cake aisle, get my favorite cake, get up to the cashier, have them say, wow, is it somebody's birthday? And then say, no, it's just the 1 hour anniversary of when I gave up. Also, by the way, fuck cupcakes. What the fuck is a cupcake? If you go to like a nice cupcake bakery place, the cupcake is literally 10 inches long. It's a big dick cupcake. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm like, you can't put it in your mouth. People are like, oh, you gotta turn it on its side and eat it with a fork. Why? Then give me a piece of fucking cake. Why is it a hand food if I have to eat it like a non-hand food? That's like giving me a corn dog, which is a stick food, and it being like 3 feet fucking long and being like, well, you gotta fucking eat it with a knife. No, you don't. That's a stick food, dick fucker. That's a good line, by the way. That's a stick food. Oh, I'm gonna make shirts. That's a stick food, dick fucker. Picture of a big corn dog. Support me? Look kind of crazy in it, especially with the ponytail. I just look like a weird, like, Italian serial killer who also plays the cello. The reason I brought this up is I had one of those thoughts that I've talked about before where you, like, don't realize how insane it is until you reconsider it. Okay, so I run outside with this most days of the week, but for some reason I won't do it on the weekends, on Friday and Saturday, and I realized the reason that I don't do this is that in my head, I literally think, well, Friday and Saturday, that's the weekend. That's when the cool kids are out on the town, and they might yell at me, honk their horns, and make fun of my tank top. That's a real thing. Like, I don't know exactly what I'm afraid of them yelling at me from their cars, like, hey, nice thin shirt with no sleeves, you weirdo. I think what I'm afraid of is it being like a conversation, like a guy walking past me and being like, where are your muscles, buddy? That's a muscle shirt. Like, I don't know, Tommy, I'm so sorry, I won't do it again. Yeah, I think you won't do it again. Him like flicking my nipples. How are these little titties doing? They're fine, Tommy. My titties are fine. They don't seem fine to me. You want me to suck them? Tommy, I would love it. You know I would love that. All right, here I go. You never know what's gonna happen with Tommy. Like, one side of me is like, fuck society and their expectations. I'll do and I'll wear whatever I want. But then like comes Friday and I'm like going out at night and I'm like, okay, but like, is flannel still like a thing? Like, can I wear this? Like, is it cool? Are people over it? Like, will people know it's from Target? Like, am I the Target guy now? And that's my whole life. I think it's just finding the balance between I don't care what you think about me and are you going to talk about me when I walk away? There was like an entire year of high school where I like actually did that. Like every time I walked away from a group, I'd be like, don't talk about me when I walk away now, okay? And it was like kind of like a joke, but like also very serious. Like I was trying to like make them feel bad if they did want to do it, and my logic was like, they won't do it now, because I feel like that's everyone's like biggest fear, that like every time you walk away from a group of people, they're all gonna like stand in silence, and then like one of them is gonna go, can we talk about what just happened? Like, what the fuck was that? And you convince yourself that that's like ridiculous and you're like, okay, that's never gonna happen. But then you're like actually with a group of people and someone else walks away and someone actually says that and you're like, oh, life is as evil as I thought it was. When you put on pants, do you zip or button first? Do I zip or you button? Who the fuck wrote this? This is like
like a desk sign. I don't like it though because it's not a complete sentence. Like obviously you read this and you're like, this girl can what? Where's part 2? This girl can murder 3 people at the same time with the same knife. This girl can eat a live bird. I'm obviously kidding. It's something you put on your desk for like when people come in and ask you questions. When like John from the office is like, knock knock, can you get my spreadsheets done by Sunday? And she's like, John, we talked about this, read it and weep. And he's like, well, he gets clever. He goes, well, can this girl go on a date with me Friday at 8? And she goes, John, you're bald. That everyone who works for the company Tide is dumb as hell and has giant nipples. And I like that. This is a little koozie thing that says, despite the look on my face, you're still talking. I hate this kind of humor where it's just like being mean to everyone who sees you. Like the shirts that are like, I can't pay attention to losers. Like what if someone comes up to you and starts talking about their grandmother being sick and your shirt's just like, sorry, can't hear ya, I farted. Anyway, it was just Valentine's Day, or I think it was just Valentine's Day unless you're like watching this in the future. You could be watching this in like December 2023. Honestly, how's President Kanye, and do people still care about me? And I don't even mean like on an internet level. Like I mean like, is my dad still calling me? Like what's up? I was single on Valentine's Day this year and I feel like right now I'm like angry single. Like angry single, that's when like kissing pictures aren't just annoying to me, but like I take them personally. I'm like, oh, interesting. That's really interesting. So let me get this straight. Both of you decided to kiss someone other than me. That's very interesting, Aunt Laura. I'll remember that next year for Thanksgiving. Pass the gravy. How about I pass my dick into your car and you take it for a drive? But I feel like I do the same thing every year mentally where like first there's this pressure where people are like, oh, are you single on Valentine's Day? And I'm like, fuck you, Valentine's Day doesn't mean shit to me. It's fucking corporate. It feeds on our little insecurities and relationships. It's disgusting. It's vile. I don't need it. Single on Valentine's Day, that sentence doesn't mean shit to me. Fuck Valentine's Day. But then it's like actually Valentine's Day and I'm like, okay, I'm fine, but could like somebody like text me or something? Like I totally like don't care, but just like, mom, like hit me up with that heart emoji, or like, grandma, you can email me something fun, or like someone I used to have Spanish class with, send me a winky face, something. I never know what I'm gonna get with my moods. Like I never, if someone asks me to hang out, I'm like, well, we'll see what's happening on Tuesday. I have no idea if my mind's gonna be completely blank and I'm gonna be too numb to feel anything, but yeah, we can schedule that. I'll pencil you in.